this is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and today we're not looking at the Surface Pro 3 exactly. We're actually looking at the Surface Pro 3 dock, released August 1st, 2014. A whole lot of ports inside, a much better design than the Surface Pro 2 dock, and we're going to look at it now. You almost have to wonder, don't you? A really cutting-edge tablet slash PC, like Microsoft Surface Pro 3, they came out with that, but it took a couple more months for the dock to be available. Go figure. The dock is pretty cool in and of itself, obviously not as complex as a computer, nor as expensive. It's $199, same price as the Surface Pro 2 dock, and not so far different from some of the higher-end docking solutions from third-party companies. Obviously, if you mostly use your Surface Pro 3 as a tablet, you probably don't need this sort of thing. This is for those who actually want to plop it on your desk real easy and use it as a workstation at home, at work, wherever it may be. Like the last generation dock, it has the slide out parts right here, and this is what locks in, and we'll show you how to do that in a minute. But one thing to notice, instead of plugging into USB and mini display ports, it plugs actually into the power port on the Surface Pro 3. So yeah, sure, it charges the Surface Pro 3, but also that's a data bus. So this is where all the data transfers for the USB, the Ethernet, the additional mini display port, all that sort of stuff. So more intelligent design. It also will not block the ports that are on the Surface Pro 3, so you can use them in conjunction with the ports that are on this docking station. It's matte plastic. It's fairly well weighted. It weighs almost 1.5 pounds or so. Got little rubber feet here to stop it from skidding around, a kind of pyramidal design for stability. And if we take a look at the side here, notice right here, isn't that clever? They actually made that magnetic, so what you can do is you can take that sticker off. Don't worry, that's just instructional. There's a place to keep your pen. Isn't that nice? We have a USB 3.0 port here on the side, and on the back, lots more ports. Gigabit Ethernet right here. Here's our combo headphone mic jack. 2 more USB 3.0 ports, so 3 3.0 port total. 2 USB 2.0 ports. That's good for things like keyboards and mice, things that don't use high speed anyway, so no point to that. Another mini display port, so that means that you get 2 of these. You can use the one that's on the tablet itself, and you can use this one. Of course, DisplayPort supports daisy chaining of displays, so you can have multiple monitors plugged in through here if you want, but it's nice to have the additional one actually on the tablet itself, because not everybody has DisplayPort capable monitors to do that kind of daisy chaining. This is where the power adapter plugs in. Notice it's a round barrel connector. Yes, it does come with a charger. And it's a black power brick, not unlike the one that comes with the Surface Pro 3 itself. It does not have a USB charging port on it, kind of not necessary because you got all these, but it's a round shaped connector. So this is not one that you can plug into the Surface Pro 3 directly. Now, before you complain too much about that, one of the reasons is I think probably for stability on the desktop, a magnetic connector is easily brushed away if you got a bunch of stuff on your desk, so more secure and traditional connector right there. And lastly, we have a lock slot on the side. Alright, so how do you get Surface Pro 3 into the docking station? It's actually very easy. You don't have to have the optional keyboard here, but just drop it right in there, no fuss, no muss, and then you slide the ears in. Like that. A little light lights up on the top of it that tells you that the docking connection is on. It's actually not for power. It tells you, yep, we're docked, we're all good to go. So obviously you can use this keyboard if you want to, instead of using an external USB or Bluetooth keyboard, and you can use it in either position, which is kind of darn handy. The magnet engages just fine. Now notice this is not multi-positional, so this is going to be at this angle and this angle only. Is that the end of the world? I don't think so. It's an okay angle. A lot of people are going to be using an external monitor. You can also use the internal display with an external display. So, desktop kind of experience. I need a mouse. Here's my nice USB mouse right there. I just plug it right in the back. Now next, say I need an optical drive. This is a portable USB optical DVD drive right here. Plug that into, because obviously you might need to install software from CDs or DVDs onto this, and like most Ultrabooks and tablets, there is no optical drive built in on our Surface Pro 3, so I'm going to plug that one in too. So our little drive is ready to go now, and of course the same thing applies to external hard drives if you want. It's getting powered up, and this works just fine as well. Now the last thing is going to be a monitor. We have an LG IPS external display over here to our left, and this is a full HD that has HDMI. It does not have many display ports, so what do you do? Just like all the Apple adapters, Microsoft sells their own adapters to go to different kind of video outputs. So this is a mini display to HDMI right here. You can use the one Microsoft sells, which is a little bit more expensive. You can use third-party ones. You can use ones meant for Macs. It doesn't matter. Likewise, there are ones that can go to VGA too, so if you have VGA display. So we're going to plug this. Well, we'll plug it into the dock. We could also just plug it right into the tablet itself, but in the case that you had multiple monitors, you might want to plug one of these into the tablet and another one into the dock, so you could have multiple monitors and you can still use the internal display at the same time. And this is the 999 version, Core i5, 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gig SSD, and it's got enough graphics oomph to drive all those displays. So right now, obviously by default, it's set up to do display mirroring, which some of you may want, and that's awesome. Well, what if you don't want display mirroring? Well, we'll go to our display control panel and configure our displays. So I've arranged the display so that my external monitor is on the left side just like it actually is, and we have it set to extend these displays. You still get the taskbar at the bottom there even when you have it set that way, so good times. So here we have it set up. Obviously I've got the web browser open to our website Mobile Tech Review over here in my big external monitor, and I'm running Photoshop over here, pretty high resolution image taken with a Canon digital SLR. So if I want to do my image editing here on this screen so I can make use of the pen, no problem whatsoever. I can do that while also having that monitor available for other tasks. The fan is not even running at this point, not a problem. It has plenty of horsepower to do this. So as you can see, you've got plenty of desktop power here from our little 12-inch Surface Pro 3 tablet slash Ultrabook sort of convertible wannabe, thanks to this keyboard right here. So finally, now that the dock's out, it answers the question more clearly that yes, this can be used any way that you would use an Ultrabook for desktop experience. But then the neat thing is, whenever you're done, you can just slide it open as easy as that, take it out, you don't have to unplug anything, and you can take this with you. So that's the Microsoft Surface Pro 3 docking station, available now in the US and Canada. Hopefully it'll roll out to the rest of the world. $199. And can it turn the Surface Pro 3 into a desktop instead of a tablet? The answer is definitely yes. I'm Lisa from Mobile Tech Review. Be sure to watch our review of the Surface Pro 3, read our written review on Mobile Tech Review, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.